Yo, what's up, guys? So I wanted to share something with y'all. So this is literally the first time we're at day 4. This is the first time ever that I've gotten to 198 pounds. I don't know, maybe probably like 10 years. It's tripped me out, and so making these videos really does work. And talking to my friend Charles and saying, "Hey, I'm gonna coach you." Like, damn, I'm gonna coach you. Now I gotta I gotta do the thing. I gotta be about it. So here's a little hack that I've learned. So this is a Starbucks cold brew. Okay, I watched this video. This Filipino dude. He's got a YouTube channel called Finally Fasting. And he says, "Yeah, I do water fast, but it's technically not 100% water. Like I drink cold brew coffee, because it has 0 calories." And I saw this other Filipino dude. He like lost like 40 pounds. Like, he got all the way down to like 160 or something like that. Cause what he did, he had cold brew coffee, and he put 0 calorie hazelnut syrup in it. And he said he would drink that every single day. That's how he lost it. So, I never did do that because you can't find 0 calorie hazelnut syrup. So I went on eBay, so I ordered. But I went to Starbucks and I got the cold brew coffee with the sugar-free vanilla syrup. Okay, I don't know how many calories is it, but this is something that since Starbucks doesn't have hazelnut 0 calorie, I'm just going to use the sugar-free vanilla. It may be a couple of calories, but then, like I said, if you just walk a couple of blocks, you'll pretty much burn the 10 or 20 calories that's in that syrup. The purpose of this is tricking your brains. What am I saying? So when I was doing a carnivore diet, okay, I said I'm just going to eat meat. And then every once in a while I would cheat. I would snack a little bit too much. I would eat a little bit too many pork rinds. I would eat a little bit too much extra beef jerky. And then maybe on the weekends I would probably like eat some carbs, and I would say, okay, I'll just go ahead and start my carnivore the next day, okay? And so what I'm doing now is, when I'm doing a water fast, me eating those snacks, eating those carbs in the weekend, those little cheat things, that's my coffee with sugar-free vanilla. That's the Jello pack with 5 calories. So, like, I'm not gonna be tempted to like eat, pizza, eat carbs with my 21-day water fast, because I set my standard. It has to be a 21-day water fast. But if I'm gonna cheat and not be water, it has to be like 0 calories, or like 5 calories. Because I know I had Gatorade. It had like 5 calories. Getting those drinks, with 5 calories, it's pretty much like 0 calories. The whole point of, everyone has a why. Some people want to do a 21-day water fast just so they could brag, like, yeah, I had 21 days with just water, and yeah, I didn't even cheat. I didn't even drink anything with artificial flavor. That works for you, that's cool, but I bet you for those people that do that, they can't. The thing about these are sustainable hacks. Like, if I could do 21 days without feeling like I'm forced, I'm struggling, like, okay, you know what? Because this is really good. I mean, I was kind of upset. I'm like, I should have done this a long time ago. Like, because if I could just drink this every single day within my water fast, like, you create your own rules and whatever helps you psychologically to keep a long-term sustainability. Now I know, if I ever, when I go back to eat and I refeed, and I know I'm going to gain the weight back, a lot of it's going to be water weight. I know, I say, hey, I want to go back down to my weight as I was before. Cool, I could do, instead of a 21-day, I could do a 7-day water fast with drinking, black coffee. So what I'm doing is, I'm doing rollover fast, okay? I'm talking about doing 21-day water fast, but I actually have like a 6-month plan to create atomic habits, because I know, I did like a 3-month carnivore diet, and I created a atomic habit that I just, if I start gaining weight more than 220 pounds, all I gotta do is just eat ground beef, and it brings me back down to 210 pounds, you know. But I could never get down to under 200 pounds, no matter how much meat, carnivore diets I've done. I've done 1 meal a day. I could never get down to 200. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to be doing like a 21-day water fast. You know, my little cheat meal is these black coffees and maybe, you know, 5-calorie Jello packs, sugar-free, and then go back and eat my refeed and then do a fast again. Depending how I feel, I may want to do a 3-day water fast or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's always creating a healthy alternative way of viewing your strategies and mixing it up, changing your body. Like I heard a story of a guy who he lost a lot of weight. It took him a long time to figure this out. He says you got to change your diet up to where your body can't predict what you're doing, because it becomes like complacent. So, but yeah, I just want to share that with you. 198 pounds. I was at 210, 206 when I first started. I'm at day 4. I'm already at 198. So yeah, stay tuned for the next video. Peace.